Hello everybody, welcome back to the Backlogs channel. I'd like to first preface, I am extremely sick right now, so if I sound different or I sound congested or anything like that, sorry, but a huge thing just happened and I wasn't planning on making any videos anytime soon. I was really gonna try to rest so that way I'd be rested up enough by the time April 2nd hits so I can be full energy again for that direct, for the Switch 2, one of the biggest directs since the Switch 1 got announced. It's a big thing, and believe you me, I'm gonna go right back to bed and rest right after I'm done filming this, but a big event just got unfolded for tomorrow that I'm also going to have to get out of bed and stop resting for. A new Nintendo Direct, and not just a mini, not just a partner showcase, not just a indie showcase, a full-blown Nintendo Direct less than a week before the big Switch 2 Direct. Now, about 2 days ago now, as this video is being recorded, there was rumors that there was going to be some sort of direct or something like that was going to come out later. Even before that, months ago, people were rumoring that there was going to be a direct in February that never ended up happening, and then people kind of pushed it out. Yeah, it's going to be in March now. And I'd like to believe that those people were just saying whatever they could to get their name out there and possibly be right with what might make sense. But there was also, again, like I said earlier, 2 days ago, a guy saying, not as of the day I'm recording this, he said there was going to be a direct coming out on this day, Tuesday, March 26th. And I have faith that he was not lying and he just somehow had the date wrong, but he did know what he was saying. And there is going to be a direct that comes out tomorrow. Now, obviously, it's going to have nothing to do with the Switch 2. It will be the final Switch 1 direct. And it is completely... It's basically like Nintendo's just handing us our Christmas gift early. It's like when you expect to get all your presents on Christmas Day and your parents just throw you a bone and you let you pick the one present the night before. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from Nintendo right now. But what I think this direct is mainly going to accomplish is the fact that Metroid Prime 4 has yet to be talked about, and there's a big chance that could still just be a Switch 1 game. Nonetheless, they do need to still fully reveal that game, and anytime after the Switch 2 Direct and before the release of the Switch 2, if they try to talk about a Switch 1 game during those times, it just wouldn't make sense for such a big property. So it's looking like Metroid Prime 4 is gonna be the biggest thing to come out for the Switch 1, the final last big franchise to get its final hurrah before the Switch 1 goes kerthunk in a casket. You can't just make a whole it's gonna be a 30-minute direct. You can't just make a whole 30-minute direct for just one game. So I could also see there being a big possibility of Silksong possibly being shown off. Maybe Deltarune. Those games have been teased for many, many, many years now, and this would be a perfect home because I'm assuming the Switch 2 is going to be mainly like big releases that Nintendo's going to do alongside huge ports like possibly Elden Ring or maybe GTA 5 finally coming to a Nintendo console. I assume that's the only third party we're really going to see in the Switch 2 presentation, and it'd be very surprising to see any indie games be a part of it as well. but they still do need a big platform to be shown off on. So it's either they come out on this Direct coming out tomorrow as kind of small little reveals before probably ending it with Metroid Prime 4, or they're going to have to wait all the way until there's some showcases after the Switch 2 releases already, which I don't think they're willing to wait even that much longer. That's a total of 2 to 3 more months with the time frame that people are thinking the Switch 2 is going to come out. They're thinking late May, maybe mid-May, but most likely late May or early June to mid-June. Some people are even saying that possibly July is an option, which I'd be surprised if Nintendo pushed out a console release that much further from the initial reveal, more than half a year after. That'd be a long time. I feel like they wouldn't do that. But at the end of the day, it is pretty cool that these I guess you couldn't call them leaks, but just people kind of seeing trends and seeing, hey, there could definitely be a Switch 1 Direct before the Switch 2 one. It was just a very welcome surprise, and I'm excited. I'm not getting my hopes up too much because, you know, there's a big chance it's just going to be a big nothing burger of a Direct. But, I mean, it's still cool that the fact that it's a full Switch 1 Direct, and it's gonna be I have a feeling it's gonna be a big goodbye to the Switch 1. It's gonna, at some point in the Switch, there's gonna be the Direct, there's gonna be a huge celebration, or just multiple clips together or something, just like really pushing or saying a final goodbye to the Switch 1. I mean, Nintendo appreciates the Switch 1 more than anyone else. It's what brought their company back into stardom, and now they are able to fully release another console. And considering the Switch 1 was kind of Nintendo's final chance to bring their company back after the commercial huge failure of the Wii U, I mean, they have nothing but good things for the Switch in their mind. So I really do think tomorrow's Direct is going to be a huge celebration of the Switch 1 in one way or another. And yeah, I really could see just a few things just being in that Direct tomorrow. Mainly, I think it's practically a 100% guarantee that Metroid Prime 4 is going to be in that Direct. But I guess we're just going to have to wait and see, won't we? And again, sorry for my nasally voice through this whole thing, but I just had to get on here and talk about this. And that's all I really have to say. I just wanted to come on here real quick and just talk about it. And yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. See you in the next Backlogs video, and bye-bye.